The face is off the chain. That's the thing right there. And that's Richard Jefferson to a T.
Zoom in on that. That should be the whole show. It was a back-to-back for some of us. Pretty soon it's going to be just you out on the court on this back-to-back.
I'm not going to make it. That will be the end of me.
The Clippers versus RJ. Welcome to The Jump. I'm Rachel Nichols. This is three-time NBA champ Byron Scott. And welcome back to current NBA champ Richard Jefferson, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Thank you.
You got to get two more. Compete with your ex-coach.
That's
You're too old for that?
yeah.
You can catch me. You can catch me.
I don't know if I got enough years for that.
As RJ did note in that clip, some members of the Cavs did not play in the scheduled back-to-back over the weekend, specifically LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, all missed the featured ABC Saturday night game versus the Clippers. And GM David Griffin said he got a phone call from Adam Silver less than 10 minutes after that was announced. Adam was not happy. ABC, not happy. The fans who chanted at LeBron through the game, not happy. Heck, somehow also Karl Malone was not happy. He chimed in to our Sage Steele, telling her, quote, "If you don't have at least 10 years experience, get your ass playing. It's called work. It's called playing." Now, see, I swore there, and then I got all flustered.
That's okay. That's okay.
Now, if you listen to Cavs, Karl Malone made me swear. If you listen to Cavs management, there were specific and genuine reasons for all three guys to either rest or miss that game. And honestly, it's a variation on what Steve Kerr said last Saturday night when resting his guys against the Spurs, which was a variation, of course, on what Greg Popovich has said over and over through the years. And the science backs all of these guys up. When guys play back-to-backs, they are more likely to get injured. Period. Like the earth being round, Richard Jefferson. That is just a fact. And starting next year, the NBA is going to stretch its 82 games over an extra week of the season to try to improve the schedule. But NBA teams will still play back-to-backs. Marquee players will still rest. And this is where the league has a problem. Because here's the deal. You can't have it both ways. You can't have teams and players, and at this point, even the commissioner saying, hey, the science says the schedule we've set up is so unhealthy, our players can't complete it. But then also say to fans and the TV networks, you know, you guys should still play full price for that same schedule. When I order a pizza with certain toppings and I pay for, the premium ones, well, that's how I expect to get it. And if it's delivered as plain cheese, I want some of my money back. I don't want to hear from the pizza guy, I give you those fancy toppings last Tuesday, that should be good enough. And I don't want to hear that the toppings are tired. If they're tired, great. Let them rest, but don't charge me for them. And the thing is that everyone in this debate is a little bit right. Steve Kerr was right last week about his team's schedule being unreasonable. LeBron was right last night when he said he's given plenty over the years. But ABC and TNT are also right when they note they paid $24 billion for these games. Money players were perfectly happy to pocket as the salary cap spiked. And fans are right when they say if the teams themselves aren't interested in the full schedule, they can't be either. And that's really why the NBA needs to figure out a way to fix this. If you tell people loudly enough and long enough that individual games really aren't that important, they might just start to believe you. Now, Richard, you are part of this.
Did you just call me cheese?
I did.
Did you just call me plain cheese? I tuned out the minute you were like, if I only get cheese. I've missed one game this year, and it was because of the birth of my son.
Would you like to be a mushroom?
I missed one game because of the birth of my. Are you saying I'm cheese?
I'm just saying there was a time in your life you were probably like the hamburger.
There we go. Okay, we're fine. That's like okay.
Now maybe you're like peppers.
Yes, I don't know what I am at this point in time. What should the league do?
Yeah.
Sit back and enjoy that $24 billion.
Okay, but you think you're going to get it again if the ratings go down because the players aren't there? TV networks aren't going to pay for money they're not getting back. So the bill will come due at some point. I'm not going to keep paying premium prices for my cheese and pepper pizza.
Oh, thank you. Well, the schedule can be completed. Like this is not something that players can't accomplish.
Okay.
But you do increase chances for injury. You do shorten people's careers. So if you want to see LeBron play 17 years, you want to see Kobe Bryant play 19 years, if they have to take off 4 or 5 games in the regular season because they're playing 40 minutes and LeBron is going to 6 NBA finals, Kobe's going to 8 NBA finals. They're doing USA basketball. Where does the obligation end? you can't have him, Bron, we need you to go win a gold medal. Hey, Bron, we need you to carry the NBA and go to the NBA Finals, and we need you to play 82 games. That stint will last him about 13 years.
But what about LeBron? You take a night off when Kyrie and Kevin are playing, or vice versa, and Warriors, you don't rest all of your guys at once.
Well, again, and Griff said Griff said something. He's like, well, you know, it's tough. Kyrie did leave the game before, right? Kevin is coming off of knee surgery. He's only played 5 games. So yes, if you want to look at it, Kyrie left the game before with like knee like kind of irritation. Kevin has only been back for 1 week off a surgery, and then LeBron is leading the league in minutes. Why would you wheel them all out there right now, or wheel one of them out there and put that it's like, look, we're going to use this as an opportunity, and I personally feel as a veteran, I use that opportunity to get some extra shots, to get some extra, play in, to get some extra bump, get my rhythm, so that if someone's in foul trouble, I'm used to playing 26 minutes. Like Tristan went out last night when he got hit in the mouth, so I get pushed to the 4, which was something that happened against the Clippers. So now you can use as an opportunity to get better as a team, and that's what Popovich used to do also.
You know what? I think 2 things they can do. I think, number one, we were talking about all this money that the ABC and ESPN as well, pay for these guys to play these national televised games. So I don't think you can't. Yeah, you cannot sit out on national televised games. I think that's number one. And number 2, if you're going to sit them out, and as a coach, I understand that. I want to sit my guys out sometimes and rest them. You made 2 great points when you talk about LeBron and you talk about Kobe. Those are guys that, they've done so much for this league for so many years. You can understand if they say, I need a day off. Mm-hmm. You can understand that. But make those days off at home. Because, again, especially on the West Coast, when you're playing the Clippers and the Lakers and these teams over here, the Portland Trail, but these fans are going to see them one time. Mm-hmm. One time. And some of these fans, they save up their money to see the Cavs come to town. And they want to go to that one special game, and they get all their pennies together, and they want to go to that game, and then, boom, LeBron doesn't play, Kyrie doesn't play, Kevin doesn't play. And like you said, those 2 guys, you can understand they had a little bit of injury problems. But for the most part, if you're going to do this, I would say, Adam Silver says, number 1, you cannot sit out on these national televised games. These networks pay too much money for it. And number 2, if you're going to sit guys out, sit them out at home where you have 41 regular season games.
And this is the thing. We've gotten to a point where we just kind of throw it in people's faces. Yeah. You could very easily say LeBron's back is bothering him.
Right.
You can easily say someone's knee has a flare up. So then they're not just sitting out for rest. If you the injury report, you can tweak it a little bit. Popovich made it very, fashionable.
This is what you do? You lie to make people feel better?
Yes. All the time.
Your girl knows this?
Yes. That's why we have a great...
That's why we love RJ.
Happy relationship and beautiful children.
That's why we love RJ. He tells the truth all the time.
That's why he was my coach.
Look, I think the NBA in the short term can make sure that those nationally televised games do not involve back-to-backs. So that will take that out of it, and especially the big weekend games, the big.
And guys want to play in those games. Like, guys want to play in these national television games. These are the best for your brand. These are the best for just national news. You go and have a big game, everyone's talking about it. So this is not a game that guys want to miss, but sometimes the schedule works out as such.
I do think, though, then you have to look at maybe you extend the season, stretch it out over an additional week, and I know nobody wants to hear that.
I'm okay with it.
But again, you cannot tell fans and media and all the people who are paying you money, you should pay for 82, but you're not going to get 82.
Right.
So you got to figure out a way.
An extra week, an extra 9 days on the season is not a big deal.
You're just getting paid in.
I'm okay.
He's pepperoni. Rest is also factoring into the MVP debate. This has been considered a 4-man race, of course, between Westbrook, Harden, LeBron, and Kawhi Leonard. But take a look at this. Here's how the 4 players stack up when it comes to games missed for rest. LeBron has 5, Kawhi 1, Westbrook and Harden have none. Over the weekend, Cleveland.com published an article titled "Nights Off, a Death Knell for LeBron James' NBA MVP Chances." And it noted that over the past 50 years, the guys who win MVP have averaged 80 games a year. So, Byron, do you think that should factor in to our MVP debate?
I don't think so.
No.
I really don't. I mean, I think your body of work is what factors into the MVP. It doesn't matter how many games you miss, if it's rest or injury, whatever that is. Everybody knows how good LeBron James is. His stats speaks for itself. His team speaks for itself. So I don't think that should factor in one bit. But right now, it is a 4-man race. And as great as LeBron is, and we see this on a year-to-year base, I think that's one of the problems that he doesn't get it all the time because of the fact that you expect LeBron to play great every season. You don't expect Russell Westbrook to end up with a triple-double for the season. You don't expect James Harden to be playing the way he's played in his transformation. So LeBron is kind of his own worst enemy because he is so great and he puts up such unbelievable numbers that's what you expect each year from him. But I don't think missing 5-6 games, due to rest should be should have anything to do with him not winning MVP. Even though Russell, to me, is the MVP this year.
Who's the best player on the planet?
Well, LeBron James. But it doesn't matter. It's the most valuable player this year.
No, I understand.
It's the most valuable player this year.
Split the MVP award. It should be most valuable player should go to best player, and it should be best season.
Well,
it should be two different awards.
But you can also you have the offensive MVP, you have the defensive MVP, you have rookie of the you have so many different awards. But LeBron, what he did in the NBA Finals.
Nobody's ever done it.
No one's ever done it.
Best season.
And so look, Russ is having a great year. Harden is having a great year. Kawhi, obviously. LeBron is 32 years old. He's been doing this since he was 18 years old. He is in his, 13th, 14th season. It's not that people are tired of seeing it. They've just grown accustomed to his greatness. And so now, now you have to look at it from a perspective of, well, look at what Russ is doing. It's like, okay, yeah, they're in the sixth seed, fifth seed. LeBron is the best player on the planet. He's putting up 25, 8, and 8. He is doing things and he's shooting 54% from the field. He is easily the most efficient out of all of the guys out there. So for the argument, it's always going to be what's fashionable. Right now, the triple doubles, those numbers, he is probably, Kawhi and him are the two best defensive guys in that group. If you look at what they do,
I want the LeBron 2017 campaign slogan.
Oh, we got,
as you talk.
Yeah.
So.
My
campaign slogan is still split the MVP. Split the MVP. We had to go, but.